A frightening case emerges from the dark to challenge Miami's CSIs later tonight. Right now, the 3 News team are all standing by to deliver today's top stories. Then it's Campbell Live, followed by the big stuff.
This is 3 News with Carolyn Robinson, Alistair Wilkinson, and Mike McRoberts live from Beijing.
Kia ora, good evening. The rest of New Zealand may glance sideways, but the biggest controversy in Auckland tonight is a row over boobs on bikes. The City Council seeking an interim injunction to stop the controversial Queen Street parade. But pornographer Steve Crowe says that won't stop him. He's vowing boobs on bikes will go ahead just under another guise. Kim Chisnell explains. In the news ahead, National appears to be abandoning its renewable energy goal to focus on keeping the lights on. And should homeowners be worried about the Waikato's rising river levels?
Tomorrow on Sunrise, Madonna turns 50 this weekend. We meet one Kiwi woman helping to celebrate.
We hear the awesome adventures of a fat boy rower and look at some iconic Kiwi brands and their stories. See you tomorrow for Sunrise.
Welcome back. The residents of 2 streets in Hamilton have today been anxiously watching the rising level of the Waikato River, which is threatening to flood their homes. Still to come on 3 News. A council threatening dairy farmers with legal action if they don't clean up their act. And Kiwis win gold and silver at the Games. That's the Asian World Cyber Games.
Tonight at 7, as the cost of living rises, so too are burglaries, and the thieves are getting cheekier, even offering some advice of their own.
So, do police actually agree with this burglar's advice?
Well, yes, we have to say we do.
Yeah, and the police give you some more advice of their own coming up. Plus, I speak to the chairman of Hanover Finance, Greg Muir, about what is next for investors and their money. Do join us at 7.
Welcome back. If you've just joined us, a summary now of tonight's top stories on 3 News. Auckland City Council is seeking an interim injunction to stop next week's controversial Queen Street parade. But pornographer Steve Crowe is vowing boobs on bikes will go ahead as a protest, which he says he won't need a permit for. The councillor who asked for the injunction says if need be, she will lie down in the path of the parade to stop it, and that many other women will join her.
Questions have been raised over the international media's freedom during the Olympic Games after a British journalist was bundled into a van and arrested while reporting on a demonstration by pro-Tibet campaigners. When China won the Olympic bid, Beijing pledged that the international media would be allowed to report freely during the Games.
The residents of 2 streets in Hamilton have today been anxiously watching the rising level of the Waikato River, which is threatening to flood their homes. The water's coming from the Karapiro Dam, which itself is under pressure from water flowing out of Lake Taupo. Civil Defence is monitoring the rising river, and Waikato Stadium's been put on standby just in case residents need to be evacuated. Now it's time for the markets, and after plunging to its lowest level in about a year against the greenback yesterday, the Kiwi dollar has rebounded, a short time ago sitting at just under 70 US cents. Our dollar is also up against all the other main currencies, but up to the price of oil to 116.74 US a barrel. Checking the share market now, an Auckland airport lost 3 cents after abandoning plans to reduce its duty-free stores from 2 to 1. Opus International Consulting closed at 185, up 3 cents. Go the E-Blacks.
Oh, yeah.
Hamish has sport next and more on the rowers' semi-final.
Yes, well, it wasn't nearly as good as the team expected or was predicted by the experts. Emma Twigg and the world champion Cox's 4 both miss out on the finals. We'll cross live to Beijing to see what Rob Waddell, Nathan Cohen and Mahi Drysdale thought of their semi-final efforts. Jimmy Cowan had a great game against the Wallabies, why he thinks he can back it up against the Box. And we'll tell you why Sonny Bill Williams might be heading from the doghouse to the big house. Welcome back. Leading 3 sport, the New Zealand rowers semi-final struggles. Emma Twigg and the men's Coxless 4 failed to qualify, while world champion Mahi Drysdale just made his final. And to look at this, Michelle Pickles joins us now from Beijing. Michelle, have our rowers lost their form, their mojo, or has the rest of the world peaked for these games? There you go.
Naughty, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Naughty Sonny Bill. That's sport.
Thanks, Hamish. After the break, Toni will be here and there's weather warnings everywhere.
Then on Campbell Live, the chairman of Hanover Finance talks to John about what next for investors. Plus, home security. Burglaries are on the rise, so how safe is your place?
The coldest day in Antarctica was minus 89.6 degrees Celsius. New Zealand's coldest day was only minus 21.6.
Hey everyone, we know there's been lousy weather for many of us. Let's move forward. Unfortunately, the whole evil pattern continues tomorrow. We've got a whole load of fronts and troughs absolutely swooping across the entire country. Several low centres parked at the bottom. Progressively colder air swooping around the entire system, bringing a truckload more rubbish. Now, the rest of the country on Saturday still got showers going in the western side. We've got snow to low levels in the far south. Sunday continues most of the showers at the west. We've got cold southerlies. And then on Monday, showers in the west will flip the South Island over and give the east coast a go, shall we? Showers for you. I've got to say that I got an email from Ruapehu today. The snow base is approaching 3 metres, nearly 4. That's approaching records of 92 to 94. So it's pretty crazy weather. That's what we're all getting. Alan, Hillary, back to you. Caro, sorry.
Thanks, Mike. That's today's News on 3. I'm Carolyn Robinson.
That'd be Alistair Wilkinson. Now it's Campbell Live.
Tonight, cash is tight and now burglaries are on the way up and the perps are getting thoroughly brazen, even leaving notes. We look at ways to outwit the outlaws. Hanover Finance's chairman Greg Muir tells us what is next for investors and gives assurances.
I have seen absolutely nothing in my time around the board table that would lead me to believe that the company was managed in a bad way.
That interview coming up. Cars on ice. How safe are the vehicles? How safe are the drivers? We're with them as they put the cars through the toughest tests. And caught in an Olympic eat-a-thon, we're in search of the perfect Peking duck. G'day everyone. Haere mai, welcome to the show. It's Thursday the 14th of August. Tonight, for the first time on television.